the first of 2 regular season matchups between these teams. And the tip goes to Jada Richard. LSU coming in, averaging over 100 points per game. Not many challenges in their non-conference, but now they've come into SEC play. 4 of their first 5 games are against ranked teams.
Take care of the basketball. Start that first possession with the turnover.
Here is Madison Booker. And that'll go the other way. We anticipate a lot of action around the rim, in the paint, and mid-range. Neither side relies much at all on their three-point games, at least to this point in the season. Williams looking underneath for the freshman, Grace Knox. 3-ball on his way. And Flage says, we can shoot it, Beth Mullins.
And that's certainly a great sign, not only for LSU, but for Flage Johnson.
There's Harmon, double teamed, and now Lee gets Flage up in the air.
Really smart, savvy move by Jordan Lee to get inside. Knew that she had Flage trailing.
She has been a huge plus this season. And this is on the second. All 5 on the floor, double-digit scores. LSU has 6 of them. When Fawiley comes in off the bench, also a double-digit score. Nice wraparound pass from Joyner, and Knox is fouled.
I've really enjoyed watching Knox so far this season, and she has a nice bounce to her.
Trying to counter what is the first 0-2 start ever in Kim Mulkey's 26 years as a head coach in league play. But it won't be easy. 71% on her mid-range shots. Ridiculous number. There's another block, a third already this quarter for the 6'4" Cunningham. Big hand for one of the crowd favorites, Mikaylah Williams, the junior transfer from South Carolina. Off the inbound. Here's Harmon. Justice Carlton gets in the lane. Tough shot, adjusted midair and hit it. Where they were out rebounded by 16. Here comes Harmon. Rory can't knock that down. She's missed her first couple of attempts.
It's turning, falling, finding you with their eyes. If they hear you, they at least know where to look.
Texas will get Kyla Oldacre, number 0, on the floor at 6'6". Manning the middle. She'll get a touch right here. The face-up. Couple of hard dribbles. Short. Second chance. Got it.
Oldacre has been so efficient.
So good in transition. Could not get that one to the rim. Under 5 to go here in the first quarter. Oldacre again with a touch. Over Joyner, got it again.
Great patient work on that last possession.
1,000 career wins and every Hall of Fame you can think of, including, of course, the Naismith and the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. She was one of the first women's coaches to get into the Hall. A lot of trailblazers back in 1976. And, of course, Pat, and then the late, great Kay Yao and her success at NC State. A day and a moment like this for these student athletes and fans. As officials, D, I would imagine you guys get the adrenaline rush just like the players do.
Enhancing, it is fabulous out there.
I want to ask you one more, because it feels to me like inside the paint that the officials have let this be physical. Do you go into games sometimes as a crew and know that you're going to let the post players play a little bit more physically?
Yes. Five on the shot clock. Harmon looks to create. And a chance for the Tigers to grab the lead. Wiley pushes. Kicked it back out. A group of teams unbeaten in the ACC atop the standings coming into the weekend. That's 5 Eastern on ESPN. Johnson from the elbow. And the emotion after putting LSU in front. Booker lost it. Mikaylah Williams has it. Final seconds of this first quarter, and then Flau'jae lost it. And I don't know, Booker, can she get it up in time? She does, to beat the buzzer. And a lot of folks you talk to around college basketball, Rebecca, say right now Texas and UConn appear to be a little bit above the rest of the crowd.
They certainly have all the ingredients to get there, and both of them being 2 of the 4 remaining undefeated teams certainly also helps their cases.
Along with Vanderbilt and Texas Tech. Of course, 2 high-scoring offenses come in, and the defenses ruled the day in the first quarter. 11 points, the fewest for an LSU team. Transfer from Missouri, Williams. Big crossover, and that is the second foul on Madison Booker. Very rarely in the big games are they out of the game, and so this is significant for Texas.
I think another foul.
What was that, Decander?
It's called for a clamp. One of our points of emphasis, so clamping on the rebound.
The rules analyst courtside with us today. Lee gets the takeaway. Another turnover for Richard. Wiley will come back into the game, and then Jada commits the foul on Jordan. And a chance for a 3-point play. Lee does get all 3.
Her big-bodied opponent, says Decander would say.
Flau'jae, no. Offensive rebound. Cobalt has it stripped. LSU just 2 of their last 11. But Texas has not been a whole lot better. And there's a good one off the window from Carlton.
That's a second really tough finish, forcing it off the glass.
Sophomore out of Katy, Texas. And there's a foul on the Williams drive. And now Mikaylah Williams to the free throw line. Both these teams use the stripe extremely well. Can the Cyclones stay undefeated? Tuesday night, 9 Eastern on ESPN. Harmon, a lot of dribbling. Now they're in shot clock trouble. Cunningham, somebody's got to jack one. Rory does.
Yeah, tough possession, and that was a result of very good defense by LSU. You don't want one player doing all of that dribbling on an offensive set.
For Wiley. Nice backdoor to shake the defender. We're going to get another offensive rebound and a shot at some second chance points for Flau'jae. Lee for 3. In and out. Second chance for Texas. Harmon still looking for her first bucket. 0 for 5 today. For Wiley with the step through to the rim.
As long as you keep this game, close, you don't bring them in until after halftime, and they can play freely. You don't want them picking up a third foul.
Texas undefeated on the season, and the runner is good from Brianna Preston. Williams in the lane.
Beautiful footwork. Just a simple flat screen.
She is starting to emerge as a key component. Even though she's getting fewer shots so far this year, a lot of that based on fewer minutes played in their non-conference schedule, which was the weakest of any of the power leagues. But a gut punch of a start to their SEC season, and here comes Preston again, averaging close to 15 per game in her last 5 since returning. Knox stayed in the air. And I think off the noggin of Sidbury and out. Flaugier heads out. For Wiley to join her in the lane for 2.
Really well executed.
And they have already hit that mark here in the first half. Boy, there's bumping going on every dribble of the ball. Preston is fouled by Wiley. Chance to tie it up. Coming up, Mississippi State and Ole Miss on SEC Network. And she misses both.
Yeah, she's only 56% from the line on the season.
Final 2 minutes of this first half. LSU looking for its first top 5 win since they beat Iowa in the 2023 National Championship game. It's been a minute. Williams over Hartman, knocks it down. Preston, the pitch out to Lee for 3, and it's Preston again, creating the shot for her teammates. On the drive and draw, Williams. Oldacre. Nice spin, and the offenses are looking to finish with a flourish here in the first half. Two for one here if they want to take it. Zakiyah Johnson. That was partially blocked, and it still wiggles up over the front of the ring. Harmon will make the decision here to close out the half. Lee knocked loose. Richard checks the clock. Good if it goes. Can they beat a top 2 foe? Same group out there to start for both sides.
Drive to the basket. Looked like she was going to have a good look, but just lost the basketball.
South Carolina already a winner today, so Texas would need to win to keep pace and stay atop the standings. This is a huge game for LSU after their 1-2 SEC start. Johnson, nice pocket pass. Layup is good from Joyner.
That was a beautiful pass.
Booker off the screen. Vic Schaefer wants to try and get her going. Carlton fouled on the second chance effort. And Tech won yesterday.
I would be remiss not to comment on Vic Schaefer's beautiful pocket square. It's got multiple flourishes to it. It's quite lovely. And yeah, he still has his jacket on. That thing's usually off in a close game in the first half.
You know you got to bring your A game on the sideline against Coach Mulkey and against one of the funnest dressing crowds in all of college basketball. They are having a party today. Watching Williams go to work. Rory Harmon, by the way, still without a basket herself. Oldacre muscles that up and in.
Tough finish because Knox was right there for the double team.
Their best 2 so far today have been Preston and Oldacre off the bench for Texas. So Wiley spins, looking for a teammate, taken away by Oldacre. Harmon breaks the ice. On her 6th shot attempt, she finds the bottom of the net.
She loves that little baseline, mid-range pull-up.
So well prepared and well coached by last year's SEC Coach of the Year and the defending champs in the conference. For Wiley, no. Joyner, yes.
That was a phenomenal pass by Richard to put the right spin on it so it would come right up into full Wiley's hands, and the nice O-board by Joyner.
Harmon using the screen and the hesitation. There's Williams, weak side. She'll rebound and run. Pull up three in transition. Bang! Texas needs to talk about it. And Texas finds itself in its deepest hole of the season, down 9. Booker responds. Both these coaches just so good at those out of bounds plays and out of timeout plays. The set pieces for you soccer fans. Joyner. Boy, that is body on body inside. Knocks a nose for the ball.
As you heard me talk about throughout this game, she has had a big impact for LSU.
6 rebounds for Grace. And another turnover. Good takeaway for LSU. They've got numbers. For Wiley. Wide open Knox. Their largest deficit of the season, facing Texas on the road at LSU. And the defense continues to force turnovers for Wiley to Knox. Knocked away initially. Williams, foul by Harmon. Williams has smiled to the crowd because she knows she may have sold one there. And a couple of free throws for Mikaylah. 3 for 4, now 4 of 5 today. You can put up big numbers all you want, but if you're not doing the things that get your team a win, that's what we're looking for.
One of the things she wants from Williams is to be more of a vocal leader, and she said that she was that in their last game, and I've seen it here for her today as well, communicating with her teammates. There's no reason that young woman can't be dominant every single night. She's got the skills.
The pass there to Richard to round it out. Of course, plenty at stake today, but also the added bonus of the We Back Pat game, and now Booker. She had 26. Shot clock winding down. Richard got it up in time. And there's Oldacre. Her 7th rebound to go along with her 8 points off the bench. Boy, another sloppy possession for Wiley. Will take advantage. Judd. And a blocking foul called on Knox. Preston will inbound it. Jordan Lee got it from the corner for 3.
That was a much-needed bucket for Texas.
Flage. That won't go. Booker. Nice crossover. And one. Madison Booker. And the undefeateds aren't ready to go away quietly today. Added a triple-double to her resume this year. So she and Rory Harmon, one of just 3 pairs of teammates with triple-doubles at their current school, along with TCU and Virginia. Williams, nice one-handed pass inside for Johnson.
First of all, how she navigated the hard head by Oldacre.
Lee will take a 3. And they did not hold for 1, and a chance for LSU. For Wiley. Got it! And handing the Longhorns a first loss of the season. And in order to do it, Rebecca, they have to do something that Kim Mulkey says they have been unable to do so far, and that is finish in a 4th quarter. For Wiley. And that is the 4th personal foul.
And if you don't contest, it's so important for Texas for Booker to be on the floor.
Wiley hits the first. And it is all LSU since they were tied to end the first quarter. Oldacre. She's been dominant when she's gotten it inside. Here she is with the ball. Trying to shake the defender. Oldacre has it stripped by Flaugier. No look pass to Mikaylah Johnson. Active hands for LSU. They're winning all the 50-50 balls. Oh, that would have torn the roof off.
But Flaugier Johnson was involved in all of those. And it's been a little bit since we've seen her score, but you can make an impact in other ways she has today.
Oldacre is the go-to right now, and she draws the foul. Let's see, Bob Starkey just goes down to the end of the bench to talk to. 5 Eastern on ESPN. The Blue Devils have got things rolling in league play after a shaky non-conference. Kate Koval will check into the game for LSU. For Wiley with Preston. This is quick on quick for Wiley. Dumps it off for Koval in traffic. Knocked loose.
I think Wiley has done a nice job, though, distributing the basketball here in the second half. Was that Mikaylah Williams again?
I believe so.
Tapping the ball, and then it went off Madison Booker's leg. Oh, that's just not something you can do in that situation.
Booker gets the layup. Another good out-of-bounds play executed. Under 8 to go. And Booker gets a takeaway. Here comes Texas. Boy, they want her involved here every time down the floor. She'll even run a little point. Looking for 3. And she's got it!
Now can LSU show the same discipline on their offensive end of the floor in terms of who gets their touches?
Flaugier, foul, count it!
What a take and finish by Flaugier Johnson. Getting into the paint, getting hit, finishing with the scoop, and then making snow angels in the paint afterwards. Kim won't be praising something on Sunday.
And that's the way things have been rolling for LSU so far. Booker gets some ISO. Fouled by Williams. And she'll head to the line. All right. Check back here after Booker's first.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of contact to the wrist. But again, I'm sitting over here so comfortably.
2-possession game, under 7 to go. As Madison Booker plays with 4 fouls. Flaugier drops it off. Oldacre bothers. Madison Booker has scored the last 7 points for Texas to get him back in it. Down by as many as 13. Oldacre. That's how you bury a defender.
These Texas players, they have a lot more experience, played with one another more. LSU some new pieces.
Both of their SEC losses, nail biters. Can they find a way to close it out? Offensive rebound for Oldacre. Vic Schaefer choosing to run with the 5 on the floor. Hartman or Booker, step back, another triple. Richard from the elbow.
We're consistent.
8 triples all season, and now 2 more today. as Richard Judd. They do not get Madison Booker a touch. Vic Schaefer did not like that shot. Richard, and it's a 4-point swing. Vic Schaefer calls the timeout. Continues to stay on the sideline. It has been a struggle for her offensively today. She has not played yet in the fourth quarter. Can Booker continue her takeover as LSU tries to close the door? And Booker now adds a dozen in the fourth quarter. Working inside and off the windows. LSU keeping the Horns at bay. Double team comes. Oldacre drops it off. And Judd misses the layup. And Kyla has been a rock for them in the middle. Texas is just barely over 50% today at the stripe. That's out of bounds to Texas.
Madison Booker right there, like the quarterback, getting the call from her coach.
Booker will crack it down. Defended by Mikaylah Williams. Best on best right here in this matchup. Oldacre sets a big screen. Carlton finds Kyla. Rejected by Flaugier. And what appears to be coach's decision to go with Preston. For Wiley on the drive around and out. Offensive rebound. Rolls off the rim for Joyner. And a foul. And Texas has it. The last team that started out this well at Texas, 18-0, 1986. Williams controls, drives, dishes. Zakiya Johnson with the layup. Got it. Does LSU know the decisions to make and who should touch it late? Williams would be a wise choice. Shot clock winding down. Gets it back. Has to launch. And hits a three. Harmon stays out. Booker running the baseline. They go the other way. Lee. And a foul on the drive. Seven missed Texas free throws today. Loom large with a minute to go. Gets them both. Richard, and there is the 15th foul. Pass deflected, Booker able to track it down. Oldacre gets him another chance. Lee for three. That's short. And Richard has it. And the shot clock is off for LSU, and they're on their feet in Baton Rouge. And on this wee back pat afternoon, the Golden Girl and the Golden Sequins. Booker Inbounds to Lee. Looking for a quick look. Jordan Lee gets a three up. Oldacre able to tip it to herself for the lay-in with 8 seconds to go. Timeout. A non-conference win against Duke, and this one here would certainly be the biggest on their resume. I'm going to turn it over there at South Carolina Thursday night on ESPN. Booker will indeed get it right back, and she'll drive and score. 24 for Madison, but that'll do it. LSU, for the first time in 16 years, they knock off a top 2 opponent.